This is you. You have just ruined your favorite shirt with your delicious cup of coffee. Nice one. You now have a need for a new shirt. And lucky for you, you have choices to meet that need. Your need is a part of what is known as supply and demand. The relationship between the demand, which comes from the consumer, that's you, and the supply provided by the supplier, determines the value or price of the supply. This is the key concept that drives the consumer market. In a consumer market, there are many options that can meet your buying needs. So, where can you buy a new shirt? And what kind of store will give you the best selection? You've got specialty stores, clothing-only stores, department stores, general merchandise stores, and non-retail online stores. There are plenty of options, and these are the questions you have to ask yourself when determining the best option to meet your specific needs. Keep in mind that there's a lot more to a product and the retailer than meets the eye. Let's examine this shirt a little more closely. Whoa, maybe not that close, and there we go. Have you ever really considered where a shirt comes from? In a society driven by demand for products, most people don't pay much attention to what it takes to develop and manufacture a product. But every business that sells goods and services must have the 4 factors of production in place before products hit the shelf. They are natural resources, capital, human labor, and entrepreneurship. So before you settle on your t-shirt of choice, keep in mind that it all started with an entrepreneur finding financial capital to fund a business idea. The next steps involved raw materials such as cotton, silk, wool, and plants like indigo that are used to make dyes. The manufacturing process for a t-shirt typically uses automated methods for styling, cutting, and stitching. And it involves human labor, as well as production capital, such as machines and tools for mass production of t-shirts. So when you pick out a t-shirt, keep in mind the long journey it took, from product idea, through raw materials, onto assembly, and then distribution to stores. No matter what goods or services you purchase, a price is involved. But what goes into that dollar figure you see on the price tag? The 4 factors of production are all present in how a product is priced. In this case, for a t-shirt, they are natural resources, which are cotton and other raw materials. It's about $7. Capital, which is the machinery plus distribution gas costs. That comes out to about $5.50. Human labor, which are the workers. It's about $1.10. And entrepreneurship, which are the business ideas. This also includes marking up the price about 50% to get a profit. That brings us to the total shirt cost, about $27.60. Market share and market position are another 2 important factors when assessing retail pricing. Think of market share as a group of retailers trying to slice up a pie. Businesses don't want equal shares. They want the biggest slice of the pie. That is, they want the largest group of buyers. Retailers are also concerned with their market position, how they compare to their competitors. Retailers must price products according to what consumers are willing to pay in order to secure a good market position and compete successfully. The price has to cover all costs of production and create a profit, while still remaining competitive. When cutting-edge technology meets the refined beauty of nature, from the minds of the smartest smart people in the galaxy, comes the next generation of fashion drapery. Woven from the manes of the finest free-range unicorns. Introducing the new T-shirt. Feeling persuaded? Sort of like you need to buy something? Did this commercial appeal to you visually, socially, financially, emotionally? That's advertising at its finest. What a journey we've taken, not to mention the journey the t-shirt took. Once, it was only an entrepreneur's dream, but that dream became a reality because you had a consumer need. It took raw materials like cotton and wool, and yes, even unicorn hair would be a raw material if you were fortunate enough to find some. Production and assembly transformed the raw materials into a product, and then it was sent out into the market. Advertising helped you, the consumer, find what you needed. It was all orchestrated to provide the supply to meet the demand. And it's important to remember, it all started with you.